Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Vexelite, but you could call me Nick, and today I'm bringing you a bit of a unique video to the channel. I got this video idea from PewDiePie. Basically, I think they're called 3x3s, and I know this is an old video from him, and he even said this was an old idea, so this is probably something super old that no one's doing anymore. But basically, it's like a 3x3, you know, 9 pictures in total, 3 rows, 3 columns, and people usually do them with video games. That's what I'm going to be doing, obviously, by the title. I'll play the clip from PewDiePie, him explaining it.
How's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie. Today, we're gonna make some 3x3s. I recently watched the boys at the Trash Taste do this. It was an old thing. I don't know if people still are doing this, but it reminded me of it. I remember people would post like their 9 favorite of something. It was usually video game.
I'm going to be picking 9 video games, the 9 most, I don't know if I want to say favorite or influential. Maybe just the most standout games to me, because if I picked favorites, they're probably all going to be recent. It's going to be a mix of everything, basically. You know, it's going to be a mix of my favorite games and the games that had the most impact on me and the games that, you know, I guess like PewDiePie's title, the games that defined me most growing up. I think this is a very unique video idea, and I really wanted to do it, so let's just jump right into it. 9 games. So for the first game, not too creative, I'm going to have to put Minecraft. I know this is probably like one of the most popular picks, but it is the game that stands out the most to me. It is the game that like first pops into my head. I put the Xbox 360 edition, not limited to the Xbox 360 edition, but that's the one that got me really hooked. I remember playing Minecraft on my laptop from like 2006 when I was playing it at like 9 or 10 years old, like in 2009, 10, 11, one of those years. And that's before I had like an LG, like a Wi-Fi phone. So I downloaded like a Minecraft wiki app, and since I didn't have internet and I didn't have social media at like 11, I would just sit there and scroll through all the items, and that's just what I'd do in my free time. And I'd look up YouTube tutorials back when YouTube barely had gaming tutorials and things like that. But then when it came out on the Xbox 360, that's when I really got into it, because I played with all my friends that convinced me to join Xbox 360, because I was a PS3 kid. And, you know, I had so much fun with this game. Endless hours, making Hunger Games worlds with all my friends from high school. That was really fun. Doing survival worlds, doing like Maya Knight ripoffs, you know, doing things like that. PvP worlds, Herobrine trolling. I remember I'd always try to convince my friends that Herobrine was on the world, but it was just me, obviously. Going for all the achievements, joining other people's multiplayer games. And like I remember one time they like kept on teleporting me back to an obsidian structure I couldn't break out of, and I got so mad at like 12 or 13 years old, I just spiked my headset and I broke it. And man, I have tons of memories with this game. Minecraft is definitely one of the top 9 for sure, no questions about it. Coming in at the second spot, I don't know if it's like really like a second spot, but it's going to be CSGO. So I don't know if I'm really ranking these games, it's just 9 in general, but CSGO was like the first game I got into on PC. Minecraft is the game that inspired me to get a PC in 2014, Christmas of 2014, I got my first gaming PC, and CSGO was a game I found shortly after, and I got obsessed with this game. I got obsessed with it in 2015 and played it through 2016, 2017. It's the first really competitive PC game I got into, the first game I really got into on mouse and keyboard. It's my most played Steam game to this date. If we go to my games here, as you can see, my most played game is Counter-Strike, 682 hours, and I haven't played this game in like maybe 2 years. I stopped playing it. I got back into this game for a little bit back in 2020, but I haven't really picked it up since. But it'll always hold a special place in my heart. I'm just getting to a point in my life and my age, I guess, where these highly competitive, stress-inducing, anger-inducing games aren't as fun to me anymore. But CSGO is always going to hold a special place in my heart. I remember all the cases I've bought, the case opening videos I've done on this channel. I remember the gambling websites. I remember being up like $600 in gambling and then literally losing it all in 2 coin flips. Yeah, I have tons. I remember one of my most popular videos on this channel, the CSGO wall hacks trolling video. I love that video so much. Yeah, this game's always going to hold a special place in my heart. It's like the game I got into most on PC besides Minecraft, honestly. The next game I'm going to have to put on this list is going to be Rock Band 2. I feel like this is a bit of an unpredictable pick, but I'll explain why. Rock Band 2 was one of the first games, and it's not just specifically Rock Band 2, but that's the one that I really got into. I played Rock Band 3 and 4, And I played some of the Guitar Hero games, but Rock Band 2 is the one that started it all. Rock Band 2 is one of those PS3 games I got super into because my uncle was super into it, and I'd always go over to his house, and me and my cousins and all of their friends and just everyone, we'd have tons of people over playing Rock Band, you know, switching between guitar, bass, singing, and drums, and we didn't use the standard Rock Band drum set. Like, we got one of those like legit drum sets that like you can connect to, like one of those digital drum sets that you can plug into the console and like use. And man, did I fall in love with that. I had to get my own. I got my own for Christmas back in like 2008 or 7 or 9, one of those years. And oh my God, did I love this game. I religiously played the drums. I was specifically like a drummer. I loved playing the drums. Lego Rock Band was another fun one. But yeah, I loved playing the drums on this game. If I could play the drums on this game today, I would. I just don't have the game, and I don't have the drum set, and that's a lot of money to blow on it. But yeah, it's just, I really enjoyed the game itself, but I really also enjoyed like the atmosphere around it. It was usually not just me playing it alone. Like, it was always like a party type thing, no matter who I was playing with like a family, friends, like the cousins, uncles, blah, 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 just friends in general. You know, there was always like a big celebration playing this game. We weren't celebrating playing the game, but like it was always played at parties, and it always stuck out to me, and I really enjoyed it. And I was always better than everyone else because I'd play it at my house. Obviously, I'd play the drums, I'd practice the drums, and I'd be like 9 years old being able to play songs on expert and hard difficulty. And it was just really fun, and I really enjoy the Rock Band series, specifically Rock Band 2. They need to make a Rock Band 5. Make Rock Band 5 for PS5, please. That'd be awesome. Next game on this list is going to have to be Pokemon, specifically Pokemon Platinum. Now, Pokemon Platinum was not the first Pokemon game I played. I did play Fire Red and Leaf Green. I did play Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I did play all of those games. I played Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Not the originals, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver specifically. But Pokemon Platinum is the first one that like I was anticipating coming out, and the first one I pre-ordered. And me and my dad, I remember it so vividly. Me and my dad, we literally like did that thing where you wait outside a GameStop before the game releases, so you're like the first one to get it. I know as like an adult, you're like, why the fuck would you do that? But as a kid, you know, it's like, oh, it was so exciting. I brought my DS. I literally popped it in the DS the second we got the game. And I just remember that the memory of getting the game was like so fond and just so vivid in my head. So that alone makes me enjoy the game. But this one has to be the one I sunk the most hours into. I did this game so many times. I beat this game so many times with every starter. My favorite was Turtwig. Torterra was my favorite at the time. I even remember getting those action replays. You remember where you could like get any Pokemon you wanted, and everyone at my school was playing it. So we'd all battle each other at lunch, and I'd just use action replay at home, give myself like Mewtwo and Arceus and Darkrai. Darkrai was like my favorite legendary. And I'd just beat everyone. They're like, how'd you get all those Pokemon? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. And yeah, I'd even hook my friends up with some of the action replays, like my close friends. I'd be like, yo, here, you want some legendaries? Things like that. And unfortunately, I did brick my game with the action replay using the walkthrough glitch. I literally remember I had like 220 something hours on that damn game. I was going for Shaman, I think it was, because the event was over, I believe, and I was trying to walk through walls eventually to get it. And I bricked the game, and I was so sad. I lost my level 100 Torterra. I'm sure it wasn't a legit level 100. It was, you know, action replay and all that. But still, fond memories with this game, Pokemon in general. But if I had to pick one, it's going to be Platinum. The next game on this list is going to have to be Luigi's Mansion, the GameCube one specifically. Luigi's Mansion was probably the first game I ever got addicted to. I think I was literally like 2 or 3 years old, and I was grinding the shit out of this game. I don't like remember it too vividly. Like I remember, you know, like little pictures inside my head of like certain levels. Like I remember the one kitchen level with like the dog ghost inside the dog house and things like that. And I remember seeing Mario inside the paintings, and I remember seeing weird things like that. But my dad would tell me, like, I played this game. I must have beaten this game literally like 12, 13, 14 times as a kid. So, I mean, I haven't played this game since then, but it's like the first game I got hooked on. It's like the first game I got super, super into. I played multiple times, and I was a big Nintendo kid growing up. I didn't get like an Xbox or or PlayStation console until like 2007. So like I've literally been gaming since I was like 2. So like the first years, and even when I did get a PlayStation, I was still mainly playing Nintendo. There's going to be a few more Nintendo games on this list. I think I'm going to put them up next, actually. But yeah, this was like the first game I got hooked on and played a ton. So I think it deserves a spot on the list. I lied about the next one being Nintendo. The next one's actually going to be Terraria. And this one may be a little bit recency bias, but I still think it deserves a spot on this list. Terraria is the most recent game I got hooked on. If we open up my Steam right here, it popped up for a second there. Let me go back to it. Games. Favorite game on Steam right now is Terraria. Let's go to games. I have 111 hours played. And this game is the game that got me through having COVID, because I had, at the same time I had COVID, I also like strained, or what do you call it? Not fractured, but like ruptured the ligaments in my left thumb. So pressing the space bar was like literally impossible. So I wanted to play like a chill game. And Terraria was one of those games that I've always had as a kid. I played it on the Xbox 360 a ton, but I couldn't progress because there's a lot to learn in this game. I'd never get past like the second or third boss. But it was always one of those games that I was fascinated by. It was always one of those games that I was super, super into, but like didn't sink time into it like Minecraft, just because not many of my friends played it. Me and my cousin did play this one a lot. I really loved it. One of my favorite parts of the game was beating the Eye Cthulhu boss. But so like I said, it might be recency bias, but over like literally through the entirety of 2022, like since December 27th, I would say, of 2021, I've been grinding this game. Those 111 hours I have is all literally in the last like 2.5 months. I'm in love with this game right now. I love how much there is to do. I love the caving. I love like the exploration. I like the bosses. I like the different sets, like the classes you can be. The weapons are fun. They're unique. The building, I really, really enjoy the building. Things like that. There's so much to do in this game. I have 111 hours put into it, and I haven't beaten the game yet. I've restarted a couple of times. There's tons of versatility. There's different what do you call it, like difficulty, like if the game gets too easy. There's mods. So this one is probably recency biased a little bit, but I love this game so much right now, and I can see myself playing this game for a long, long, long time. And I have played this game back on the 360 in like 2013, 2014. So it's not like this is a game I just picked up. I've always known of the game, but I didn't really get to appreciate it until recently. So right now it's one of my favorite games, so I think it deserves a spot on this list. This next spot was really tough, but I'm going to have to go with Animal Crossing's New Horizon. I literally must have cut out like 15 minutes of me just trying to decide between either this game or Animal Crossing City Folk. And then at one point I tried to combine like both of them into like one to like cheese the system. But I decided I have to go with Animal Crossing's New Horizon. Animal Crossing City Folk was the first Animal Crossing game I played. Back when I was young, me and my dad, we would just go to GameStop, and I would literally just read the wall, like the shelf of games, like a book, and whatever one just had a cool name or a cool box design, I'd be like, okay, let's get this one. Like, then they'd all be used. So, I did that, and one day I picked up Animal Crossing City Folk, not knowing what it was, never hearing of it. And me and my dad really, really enjoyed the game, and we started playing it like daily. We started like making our town perfect, things like that, looking up how to get all the different kinds of flowers, looking up how to get all the different kinds of fish and bugs and get the golden net and things like that, and golden fishing rod, things like that. So I really, really fell in love with the first Animal Crossing, the City Folk version. But I didn't like the New Leaf one on the 3DS as much. But then the New Horizons one came out, and I got super, super into that one, because I'm sure, as you know, this game launched basically at the same time as COVID and the lockdowns started happening. So in my brain, at least, the two are kind of synonymous. They're almost like entwined into one being. Like, I don't think of one without the other. Like, if I think of Animal Crossing New Horizons, I think of COVID. If I think of COVID, I think about Animal Crossing, because I streamed this game a ton. I have Twitch clips of it. I remember, do you guys remember the platform Mixer that was Microsoft's competitor to Twitch? I was on Mixer, and this is why New Horizons took the spot over City Folk, because I had so much fun streaming this game. I'd stream for like 6-7 hours at a time playing this game. I remember I got a couple Twitch subs playing this game. This is how I got my Twitch partnership thing, where I can get bits and subs playing this game. At one point, I had like 5 subs. I met many good followers. Like this guy, I remember his name was Salty Tricep. He was always in the Animal Crossing streams. I always really enjoyed having him there. I remember like Spaceman was another guy that subbed to me, things like that. I had obviously my friends in real life, like Blake and Jordan, they subscribed to me. But I'm talking about the people that, you know, didn't know me in real life that found me through this game. Kind of stands out a little bit more because your friends, that's your friends supporting you. That's just dudes being bros, you know. But when like a random person subscribes to you, it's like, damn, they really appreciate just my content and me as a person, not just supporting your homie, you know. Not that supporting your homie isn't good, you know. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, Animal Crossing New Horizons, I had so much fun streaming this game. This game got me through the COVID lockdowns. I had people in my life at that time that I like had a lot of fun with, things like that. I had a good time when this game was like my life because I couldn't do much else. I didn't have a job, wasn't going to school because of COVID, things like that. And yeah, I get a little bit nostalgic and a little bit sad looking back on those times. But I miss them. You know, this game takes the spot, and I'm glad I picked this one. I have so many memories with this game. I have like 300 hours on it on my Switch. And yeah, they were very good times, like March to like August, I think is when I stopped playing. It was 2020. I really enjoyed this game. This one was another tough pick, but I'm going to have to go with GTA 5. GTA 5 specifically. I'll tell you why it was a tough pick in a second. So originally I was thinking of going with GTA 4 because that was the first GTA game that I had played. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. It was like, this was before I had internet, so I just grinded GTA story mode over and over and over, and I'd just like spawn helicopters, get max wanted, see how long I'd survive. I'd do that a whole ton. But I think GTA 5 is going to have to take the cake because I remember my dad surprised me with this game. I remember he, like, it was 2013 when this game came out. It was like just as school started, and one day I came home from school, and like on my little desk by my gaming setup was GTA 5 for the Xbox 360 sitting there. And I was like, and I loved this game. I love the story of this game. I must have beaten the story on this game like 6 times now. And when online released, I enjoyed online very, very much so in the beginning. I grinded the shit out of online. I loved the online mode. It was so much fun, grinding missions, the rooftop rumble. I remember just trying to get the Bugatti in the game, the most expensive car. And I remember I even met up with a couple YouTubers. Not met up, but I played with a couple YouTubers and did like the car duplication, infinite money glitch, and getting into money lobbies and things like that. This was a very tough spot because I know what game I want to put last, but this spot, the 8th spot, not that they're ranked or anything, it's just 9 in total. This is number 8. There was a ton of other games I was thinking of putting. I was thinking of putting Wii Sports on the Wii. I was thinking of putting GTA 4. I was thinking of putting Little Big Plan. I was thinking of putting Uncharted. There's a ton of games I was thinking of putting here, but I just the amount of time and money I've put into GTA across all the years, because I got it on the Xbox 360, and then I got the upgrade when Xbox One came out, and I was still grinding heavy when the Xbox One came out. And then I remember me and all my friends switched over to PlayStation 4, and I remember getting the PS4 version and restarting, but still grinding the hell out of it. And then I remember when I got my like good PC, I'm like, okay, let's see what this game's about on PC. And then I remember playing the story again with mouse and keyboard and how much better it felt. And then I remember all the modded lobbies on PC, and there's still like the mods and the roleplay servers and things like that. And I'm so tempted to buy it on PS5 when it comes out, just because it's kind of funny how I would have bought the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the PS4, the PC, and then the PS5. 5 versions of this game. What's that? 60 times 5 copies. That's over $300 with tax, and the PS5 one being an extra $10. About like what, $350 on GTA 5 just alone. It's kind of funny, kind of ridiculous. But yeah, GTA 5 I think is the right pick here. Last but not least, if you know anything about me or my channel, I'm sure you saw this one coming. It's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and to be honest with you, I could have made a 3x3 just with Call of Duties that stood out to me. Call of Duty 4, World at War, MW2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, MW3 I unfortunately skipped over a bit, but Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, you know, all these games I have very fond memories with. But Call of Duty 4 is the one I played first. This is the game that introduced me to the series. It was like, what, 2007? And my cousins and my uncle were playing it, and I was like, yo, what the hell is this game? And I would just come over there, and we would just do 4-player split screen, and I fell in love with this game. Obviously, I'm still playing Call of Duty to this day, but I remember what started it all, sitting on that PS3, playing 4-player split screen mode on Call of Duty 4. That's the thing that started it all. It's not my favorite Call of Duty, but if I had to put my favorite, it would either be MW2, because MW2 I grinded so much on the PS3, or Black Ops 2 I grinded so much on the Xbox 360 with my friends. That's when I started playing like with school friends and playing zombies and things like that on Black Ops 2. But MW2, I played with this one kid I knew. But yeah, I played a ton of MW2 as well. I didn't play that one with as many people. I'd play that with like close friends, co-op, like sitting next to each other, things like that. But Call of Duty 4 is the one I have to go with just because it's the one that got me introduced to the series, and it's not my favorite, but I don't want to just put my favorite one. This is the one that started it all, so I think it deserves a spot on the list just because of that. I have very fond memories, not with Call of Duty 4 specifically. Well, I do have fond memories with Call of Duty 4, but I have more memories of the Call of Duty franchise as a whole than I do any specific game, because I can tell you memories about every single one. Call of Duty 4, like I said, that split screen, 4-player split screen, and Call of Duty World at War, playing Der Reese with my friend in person before we were all playing online. What's next? MW2, I just remember grinding tac boosts for nukes. What would be after that? Black Ops 1, I got super into the zombies on that. Then you got MW3. Unfortunately, I didn't play that one too much. But then Black Ops 2, you know, that's what made me start doing YouTube videos, was Black Ops 2 zombies and multiplayer. And Call of Duty Ghosts was the first one I played on the next-gen consoles, and I was so excited to play that. And I played that with my friends, and I remember playing, like, staying up till 4 a.m. That was, like, the latest I ever stayed up to that time on New Year's Eve. Playing this Ghosts with my two friends, Justin and Jose, on Xbox One. And I even really enjoyed Advanced Warfare. Me and my friend Justin, we'd just grind like game battles tournaments on Advanced Warfare. I really enjoyed that game. And Black Ops 3 was decent. You know, that's when we switched to PS4, and I played with a bunch of people there and loved the zombies. And since Black Ops 3, it's kind of been in a decline. But the franchise as a whole still means a lot to me. As you can see, I can tell you a memory from literally every single one of these games, so I decided just to go with the first one. So that's my 3x3. I like this list. I think I made very good picks. I thought about this. I planned this video for like a day or two, trying to think of all the games, and I think this is a very good list. Let me know if you guys make YouTube videos, like my friends that make YouTube videos that watch this. I want to see you make this video. Mr. Mob, I'd really love to watch you make this video. Blazy, I'd really like to see you make this video. You know, people that make YouTube videos, things like that, I'd like to see your rendition of this. If you don't make YouTube videos, let me know in the comments below. What are some of the most influential games to you in your life? What stands out to you the most? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. You know how YouTube works. Like, comment, subscribe, all that junk. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.